Gemini at 40, unleashing your wealth, success, and joy. Have you ever felt a spark deep inside, whispering that your Gemini soul is ready for something bigger, something richer, at 40? I know you have, even if it's just a flicker in your busy, brilliant mind. If you're a Gemini, or simply adore this star sign, 40 isn't a finish line, it's where your true wealth, success, and joy light up like never before. Hi, radiant souls, I'm Elizabeth, your astrologer, confidant, and biggest fan here at Esoteric Wisdom. This is where we dive into the cosmos to unlock the treasures within you. If you're new here, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your friends. Let's spread the Gemini glow together. Today, I'm guiding you through 4 electric steps to spark wealth, success, and joy as a Gemini at 40. We're talking about spotting the opportunities swirling around you, tapping into your natural brilliance, charging up your money vibe, and living a life that's as vibrant as you are. Stay with me to the end, because the final secret? It's the key to turning your dreams into a dazzling reality. You won't want to miss it, it's pure Gemini magic. Picture this, you're juggling work, family, maybe a side project or two, and your mind's buzzing with ideas. That's your Gemini gift, always curious, always connecting the dots. But at 40, it's time to channel that energy into prosperity. Whether it's a fatter bank account, a new venture, or just more time to shine, I'm here to show you how. So, let's ignite this journey. Drop a comment below. What's one dream you're ready to spark into life? I can't wait to hear what richness means to you. Ready to light up your world? Let's dive into this Gemini prosperity party and make your 40s your most abundant decade yet. Chapter 1. Spotting the Spark of Opportunity. Alright, my Gemini queens, let's kick things off with something that feels like second nature to you, spotting opportunity. As a Gemini, your mind's like a kaleidoscope, always turning, always catching new angles. You've got this incredible knack for seeing possibilities where others see walls. But at 40, it's time to focus that sparkle and turn those flashes of insight into real wealth. This isn't about chasing every idea, it's about picking the ones that light up your path to riches. I know how it goes. You're a Gemini, ruled by Mercury, the planet of wit, words, and lightning-fast thinking. You've spent years juggling a million things: work, kids, friendships, maybe a blog or a side hustle you started on a whim. You're the queen of starting conversations, solving problems, and dreaming up what's next. But sometimes, you scatter that brilliance too thin, saying yes to everything because it all sounds exciting. Sound familiar? At 40, you've got the wisdom to zoom in on what truly pays off, financially, emotionally, spiritually. Let's talk about Mia, a 42-year-old Gemini I worked with. She was a freelancer, writing for anyone who'd hire her, blogs, ads, you name it. She loved the variety, but her bank account? Not so much. She'd say, "Elizabeth, I'm good at so many things, but I'm stretched thin." I told her, "Mia, your Gemini brain is a goldmine, but you've got to pick one spark and fan it into a flame." We zeroed in on her knack for storytelling. She pitched a few high-paying clients. And guess what? Within months, she was earning double, because she trusted one bright idea. Here's the truth, at 40, you're not just quick, you're sharp. You've lived enough to know which opportunities are duds and which ones hum with potential. Maybe you've been hesitant, thinking, what if I pick the wrong one, or I'm not ready for big money? Sweet friend, that's just your mind buzzing too fast. Your Gemini intuition, yes, you've got it, is like a radar for wealth. It's that gut feeling when a new project excites you or a connection feels right. At 40, you've got the confidence to trust it. Think of your life like a busy marketplace. Ideas, people, chances, they're all buzzing around you. As a Gemini, you're the one who can walk through that chaos and spot the gem no one else sees. Maybe it's a skill you've downplayed, like your knack for teaching, or a connection you've ignored, like that colleague who's always raving about your ideas. Those aren't random, they're your tickets to abundance. At 40, you're not starting from scratch, you're curating the best of what you've already got. Now, I know you're not one for rigid plans. Gemini loves freedom. Right? That's why spotting opportunity isn't about locking yourself down, it's about playing to your strengths. You don't need to say no to fun, you just need to say yes to what pays. Take my client, Lena, 44, a Gemini mom who loved hosting dinner parties. She'd chat up everyone, making connections effortlessly. I said, Lena, that's not just charm, that's a business. She started a small event planning gig, using her gift for gab. Last I checked, she's booked out months ahead, banking cash doing what she loves. So, here's your first step. My Gemini star, grab a notebook. Jot down 3 ideas that spark you right now. Maybe it's a side hustle you've been curious about, a skill you're great at, or even a person you've been meaning to call. Don't overthink it, your Mercury-ruled mind works best when it's free. Then pick one, just one, and take a tiny step. Send an email, make a pitch, try it out. That's you catching a spark before it fades. I've seen this work wonders. There's Tara, 41. A Gemini who'd been dabbling in social media for fun. She had a knack for viral posts but never thought it could pay. I told her, Tara, that's your opportunity knocking. She pitched herself to a few brands. And now she's a paid influencer with a growing bank account, all because she trusted her spark. You've got that same magic. Gemini, your ideas aren't just fleeting, they're gold waiting to shine. So, let's make a deal, this week. Catch one opportunity, trust that quick mind of yours, and act on it. Maybe it's a new project, a bold ask, or just saying, why not me? Your Gemini heart thrives on curiosity. And at 40, that curiosity isn't just cute, it's your key to wealth. The stars are twinkling for you. My friend, spot that spark, and watch it light up your world with riches you've always deserved. Chapter 2. Tapping into your natural brilliance. Okay, my Gemini beauties, you've spotted that spark of opportunity. Now it's time to fan it into a full-on blaze by tapping into your natural brilliance. As a Gemini, you're a walking constellation of ideas, charm, and quick wit. Your mind dances from one thought to the next, connecting dots others don't even see. At 40, this isn't just a cute quirk, it's your golden ticket to riches. This chapter's about owning that Mercury-ruled magic and turning your gifts into wealth that lasts. Let's get real for a moment. You've spent years being the go-to person, the one who solves problems, spins stories, or lights up a room with your words. Maybe you're the friend everyone calls for advice, or the coworker who nails every pitch. But sometimes, Gemini, you undervalue that sparkle. You think, oh, it's just me being me, or everyone can do this. Nope. At 40, you've got a treasure chest of skills, communication, creativity, adaptability, that people will pay for. It's time to stop giving it away for free and start cashing in. Take Rachel, for example. She's 43, a Gemini through and through, and a single mom who'd been working as an admin assistant. She was always scribbling ideas, marketing slogans, event plans, but saw it as just for fun. When we met, she was frustrated, saying, Elizabeth, I'm bursting with ideas, but I'm stuck. I told her, Rachel, your Gemini brain is a wealth machine, those ideas aren't random. They're valuable. She started freelancing as a copywriter, pitching her concepts to small businesses. Within a year, she was earning triple her old salary, all because she trusted her brilliance. Here's the magic of 40 for you. Gemini, you're not just clever, you're powerful. Those years of chatting, learning, and pivoting, they've honed your ability to read people, spot trends, and sell ideas. Mercury, your ruling planet, gives you a silver tongue and a mind like a lightning bolt. Maybe you've doubted yourself, thinking you need to settle down or pick one thing. But your strength isn't staying still, it's moving smartly. At 40, you've got the confidence to say, my versatility is my superpower, and mean it. Now, I know you're thinking, Elizabeth, I love freedom, structure feels like a cage. And I hear you, Gemini thrives on variety. That's why tapping into your brilliance doesn't mean boxing yourself in, it means shining where you're strongest. Maybe you're a whiz at teaching, why not start a workshop? Or you've got a knack for social media, how about consulting for brands? You don't need to ditch your curiosity, you just need to aim it at what pays. Your brilliance isn't scattered, it's a constellation. And 40's the time to make it glow. Let's talk about value for a second. As a Gemini, you've got this gift for making things click, whether it's explaining a tricky concept or charming a room. But sometimes, you sell yourself short, taking low-paying gigs or saying yes to favors because you're good at it. Sweetheart, at 40, you've earned the right to charge what you're worth. I've seen so many Gemini women think, I can't ask for more, or I'll wait for someone to notice me. No way, you're the one who sets the stage now. The world's ready to pay for your sparkle. Here's a story to light you up. Meet Sophie, 41. A Gemini who'd been running a small podcast for fun. She was great, funny, engaging, but kept it free because she didn't think it was serious. I said, Sophie, your voice is gold, why not monetize it? She started pitching sponsorships and offering premium episodes. 6 months later, she was banking thousands a month, all from trusting her gift for connection. Now she's planning a live tour, her Gemini heart soaring with every step. So, here's your action step. My Gemini star, grab that notebook again. Write down 3 things you're naturally amazing at. Maybe it's writing, networking, or coming up with ideas on the fly. Then ask, how can I turn this into cash? Don't overthink it. If you're great at talking, offer coaching. Love brainstorming? Consult for startups. You've got skills people crave. And 40's the perfect time to shine them up. Try one this week, pitch a service, raise your rates, or just say, I'm worth it. Gemini, your brilliance isn't just a gift, it's a wealth builder. At 40, you've got the smarts to see what's valuable, the charm to sell it, and the heart to enjoy every second. Those years of being curious, flexible, and fearless, they're your foundation. Like my client, Emma, 44, who turned her love of trivia into a paid quiz night business. Now she's laughing all the way to the bank. Your path to riches is lit by your own light. So step into it. You're not just bright, you're dazzling. And the world's ready to pay for your glow. Chapter 3. Charging up your money frequency. Alright, my Gemini stars, you've tapped into your brilliance, now it's time to supercharge your money frequency. As a Gemini at 40, your energy is like a live wire, crackling with ideas, connections, and that Mercury-fueled intuition that knows what's coming before anyone else. This chapter's about tuning that vibrant vibe to attract wealth like moths to a flame. We're not talking wishy-washy stuff here. This is about aligning your mind and spirit to pull in bigger paydays, bolder opportunities, and a life that hums with abundance. Gemini, your gift is your buzz. You're always in motion, picking up signals others miss. At 40, that's not just a party trick, it's a wealth magnet. Maybe you felt it before, a sudden hunch to call someone, an idea that hits like a lightning bolt, or a gut feeling about a deal. That's your money frequency, your inner radar for prosperity. But sometimes, you let static, like stress, doubt, or saying yes to everything, drown it out. At 40, you're wise enough to clear the noise and amplify what brings the cash. Let me tell you about Claire, a 42-year-old Gemini I worked with. She was a marketing consultant, always juggling clients, but barely breaking even. She'd say, Elizabeth, I'm too busy to think about money. Sound familiar? Her energy was scattered, taking every job, worrying about bills, no time to dream. I told her, Claire, your Gemini intuition is like Wi-Fi, tune it to the right signal. We focused on saying no to low-paying gigs and visualizing bigger wins. Within weeks, she landed a contract that doubled her income. Now she's got savings and a spark in her step, all from charging up her vibe. Here's the deal, at 40, you're not just quick, you're tuned in. You've lived enough to sense what's worth your energy and what's a drain. Mercury, your ruling planet, gives you a sixth sense for opportunity. It's why you're always one step ahead. But negative vibes can jam your signal. Maybe you've hung out with complainers, scrolled through bad news, or spread yourself too thin. That stops now. At 40, you're too radiant to waste your frequency on anything less than prosperous. Think of your energy like a radio station. If you're stuck on static, fear, burnout, I can't, you'll miss the good stuff. But when you dial into, "I'm open to wealth," or "I'm ready for more," the universe picks up your signal. As a Gemini, you're a natural broadcaster. Your words, ideas, and vibe ripple out, drawing money like a magnet. At 40, you've got the clarity to protect that frequency, saying no to what dims your light and yes to what makes it blaze. I've seen it work magic. Take my client, Nina, 41, a Gemini who ran a small tutoring side hustle. She loved teaching but stressed about every session, thinking, what if they don't sign up again? That fear was like a bad connection, blocking her flow. I said, Nina, picture your work bringing joy and cash, feel it. She started affirming her value daily, and soon, her classes were booked solid. She told me, Elizabeth, it's like I turned up the volume, and the money just showed up. That's your Gemini power, my friend. So, how do you charge up your frequency? It's simple, and Gemini, you love simple, it leaves room for fun. Every morning, take 5 minutes, find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and imagine wealth sparking around you, like fireflies lighting up your bank account. Your projects, your life, feel the thrill, the ease, the yes of it, then say out loud, I'm tuned to abundance. That's you setting your dial to riches. Add a quick gratitude, like, I'm thankful for my quick mind, and you're golden. And here's the next part, guard your vibe like it's a treasure. Skip the gossip, the endless news, the clients who haggle over pennies. Surround yourself with what lifts you, maybe a friend who cheers your ideas, a podcast that inspires, or a notebook where you jot down your next big win. You're not being high maintenance, you're being high frequency. At 40, you've earned the right to choose what fuels your wealth, not what fritzes it out. One more story to ignite you. There's Zoe, 44, a Gemini who'd been stuck in a draining retail job. She loved chatting with customers but felt trapped. One day, she got this spark, her gut said. Use your voice. She started a YouTube channel sharing style tips, trusting that buzz. A year later, she's got sponsors and a growing fan base, earning more than her old job ever paid. She told me, Elizabeth, I didn't know my energy could do this. Oh, but you do, Gemini, and at 40, your frequency's ready to light up the world. Chapter 4, Living Vibrantly Your Way. Okay, my Gemini darlings, we're at the dazzling finale, where all your sparks come together to light up your life. You've spotted opportunities, tapped into your brilliance, and charged up your money frequency. Now, it's time to live vibrantly your way. As a Gemini at 40, you're not just here to stack cash, you're here to savor it. To weave a life that's as colorful and alive as your Mercury-ruled soul. This is where you stop chasing and start shining, creating wealth that feels like freedom, joy, and you, Gemini, you're the queen of connection. You love a good chat, a new idea, a day that hums with possibility. But sometimes, you've put your own dreams on hold, juggling everyone else's needs, family, work, that friend who always needs advice. At 40, that changes. This is your moment to say, my life gets to sparkle, without guilt or second guessing. Wealth isn't just money, it's time to explore, space to create, and the thrill of living true to your curious, radiant heart. You don't need anyone's okay, you get to decide what vibrant looks like. Let me tell you about Ava, a 43-year-old Gemini I worked with. She ran a small graphic design side hustle, pouring every dollar back into her kids or her day job. She'd say, Elizabeth, I'll treat myself someday. But that day never came. She was too busy being everyone's cheerleader. When we talked, I asked, Ava, what's one thing you crave? She lit up and said, a studio where I can create all day. We made a plan. She saved a slice of her earnings just for her. Last year, she rented that studio. She told me, I feel like I'm living in color now. That's vibrant, Gemini style. Here's the beauty of 40. You're not afraid of flying solo anymore. Younger, you might have needed a crowd, worried about fitting in, or felt restless without a plan. But now, you've learned your own company is a party. That quiet moment with your thoughts, sketching ideas, dreaming up your next win, isn't empty, it's electric. It's where you recharge your spark, where you realize you're not alone, you're free. Free to chase a new venture, free to splurge on yourself, free to say, this is my vibrant life. I know you love connection, friends, family, that buzz of a lively group chat. But living vibrantly doesn't mean cutting them off. It means putting your light first so it shines brighter for everyone. Maybe it's saying no to a draining favor so you can pitch a big client. Or treating yourself to something small, a new journal, a weekend trip, without feeling selfish. You're not isolating, you're leading. Showing the world what abundance looks like when it's yours to shape. Let's talk about shaping it. Gemini, you've got flair. Mercury gives you an eye for what's fresh. What's next? At 40, you know a smart investment from a passing trend. Maybe your vibrant life is a business that runs on your terms. A trip to a city you've always wanted to explore. Or just more mornings sipping coffee with no rush. Whatever it is, you don't have to follow a script. I've seen Gemini women do it their way and win big. Like Maya, 42, who turned her love of trivia into a virtual game night business. She kept it fun, flexible, and hers. Now she's banking cash and loving every second. So, here's your step to start living vibrantly. Carve out a me day every month. Block it off, one day that's all yours. No apologies. Maybe you spend it scrolling for new ideas, planning your next venture, or just dancing to your favorite song. Start small if you like, Ava did. With a $15 sketchbook, and watch it grow. That's you planting seeds for a vibrant life. Gemini style. Bright, free, and full of you. I've watched this work wonders. Take Lila, 44. A Gemini freelancer who always put clients first. She'd skip breaks, undercharge, and save nothing for herself. I said, Lila, what if you lived like you're the star? She started blocking off one afternoon a week to work on her passion, writing a blog. That blog landed her a book deal last month. Paid for with her own vibrant energy. She told me, Elizabeth, I feel alive, and it's not just the money. Gemini, at 40, you're not chasing someone else's spotlight, you're creating your own. You've got the wit to set boundaries, the spark to grow wealth, and the soul to enjoy every moment. That old fear of missing out? It's gone. You're not restless, you're radiant. Radiant enough to dream big, to stack your savings, to say, this is my vibrant life. And it's electric. Try it this week, one treat. One bold choice. One step toward your version of vibrant. You're not waiting for joy, you're living it now. And at 40, it's all yours. Conclusion. Well, my Gemini queens, what a radiant journey we've shared. We've explored spotting the spark of opportunity, tapping into your natural brilliance, charging up your money frequency, and, my favorite, living vibrantly your way. These aren't just steps, they're your keys to a life buzzing with wealth, success, and joy. At 40, this isn't the end, it's your electric, unstoppable beginning. I want you to know your pure starlight. Gemini, your quick mind, your endless curiosity, your knack for lighting up any room, it's all gold. And it's made for abundance. I'm so proud of you for being here, for daring to dream bigger, for believing your vibrant life is within reach. You're not just listening, you're stepping into your power. And that's magic. I see your spark, and it's absolutely dazzling. Now, let's connect. What lit you up today? Was it picturing a fatter bank account, a bold new venture, or just a quiet moment to dream? Drop it in the comments. I'm all ears for your wealth wishes. What's one thing that made you think, yes, that's my Gemini soul? Share it, because your story inspires us all. If you're a Gemini, or just love this sparkling sign, stay with me at Esoteric Wisdom. This is your home for turning cosmic secrets into real-world wins. Next time, we might dive into how Gemini can multiply their income or weave love and money into something extraordinary. This journey's just getting started, and the best is yet to come. Let's keep this prosperity party buzzing. Here's your takeaway, my stars. You're built for more cash, more freedom, more joy. Age 40 isn't a limit, it's your launchpad to shine. So, go out there this week, chase one idea, say yes to your worth, and live a little brighter. Even if it's just a coffee with your dreams. You've got the wit, the heart, and the stars cheering you on. Keep sparkling. My Gemini treasures, you're vibrant. Wealthy life is yours to claim.